Good afternoon. New day today, new show. Wanted to hop on, had some downtime today. Figured I'd come on and talk some chats with you guys. Hope everyone's doing well, enjoying your Wednesday afternoon. And we're going to discuss the Jets released new numbers for all the free agent signings. Draft class hasn't been released yet. Veterans get first choice. And we'll see what you guys got to say in the chat. Maybe we'll open it up to some call-ins after how amazingly well it went last night. So stick around. We'll be back right after this.
And now, welcome to Pride and Chaos.
Welcome to the darkest year of our adventures. Oh, yeah!
And now, give it up for Jeremy and Nick.
Now you scared me.
And as usual, Nick is wrong.
Why are you the way that you are? God, I can't stand you.
Let's go to eat a damn snack.
Whoa, that was cool.
So what's going on, everybody? Let's do that. Take care of that. I'll post that in a minute. So, Jets released their new numbers today. Oh, let's say what's up to everyone. Got a couple people here. Wild Wave, sir. Nice to see you. Thank you for showing up. Matthias, my friend. If you're on Facebook, Greenhouse Football. He runs a good group over there. Shares everybody's content. Puts all the links up. He's on point, man. He's always showing support for everybody. My Sunday night co-host, Mr. VR Diesel, Uncle VR, Tio VR for the Latino viewers, as I was taught today. Look at me showing my culture, getting fucking fancy up in this piece. Oh, yes, Undertaker. Little shout out to Paul Bearer and Scott. Bobby was here, wasn't he? Yes, that was good. For those of you that missed last night, Bobby revealed his O-face. Bobby, I hope Bobby's here. I hope Bobby shows up today. Bobby, if you're here, say hello. Say hello in the chat. Let everyone know that you have graced us with your presence today, sir. Yeah, last night was fun. Unexpected show last night. A lot of laughter. A lot of fun. And then the last hour, a lot of inspiration from the chat. A lot of positive talk. A lot of sobriety talk. A lot of people going another day after day, adding them up. So shout out to everybody who was there last night and partaked in that. It was a good hour. That second hour was a really, really good hour. I was proud to be a part of that and put that out for you guys and share with you guys. My brother MJ, Mr. Baseball himself, disappointed in our Yankees, Matt. 5 shutouts in the first fucking month of the season is pathetic. They didn't get shut out till the 4th time till July 7th last year, and they got shut out 5 times in the month. I can't take the inconsistency. Oh, hold up. Multiple injuries reported in Old Bridge fire. My daughter's school shelters in place. Sophia is safe at school. What the fuck? Hold on. A nearby structure fire. The school's not at the fire, but the students and staff were placed on a code red and sheltered in place due to the close proximity of the school. Classes remained in session. Okay. All right, my daughter's okay. Her mom just sent the News 12 link. Family first. Sorry, it's a live show. Sometimes shit happens when you're on air. Forgive me. Family first, as you guys all know. Or you should know if you don't. Armand, what's up? I wonder if that's Desiree in the picture. I can't read underneath it, Armand. Can you tell me what the words at the bottom say? I don't have a magnifying glass. I don't even know if I zoom in with the camera. I could get all that, could I? Dick, you're gonna. I can't. Bobby. Yeah, Bobby had a good time last night. I think too good. He might still be sleeping and recovering. Students will be dismissed at their regular time. We're not encouraging any parents. You don't need to text me, email me, and call within 3 seconds. Jeez. What's up? What up, Matt? What up? Nice. Everyone shut up. Oh, that's right. You're overseas. So for you, it's evening. Here, it's not even 2:00 yet. Were you Ireland? London? Ireland? UK? Where are you again, Techno? I forget. Checking in overseas. Getting my international viewers up on YouTube. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you. So let's go over it. New numbers released. If you haven't seen it already, Tyrod Taylor, backup quarterback, will be wearing number 2 and instantly has become the most popular number 2 in Jets fans history. Thomas Morstead, punter, will wear number 6. Hassan Reddick, defensive end, wears Kenny O'Brien's number 7. New receiver Mike Williams going with 18. Isaiah Oliver, cornerback / safety, goes with MJ, number 23. Chuck Clark, 36, paying respect to David Barrett. Javon Kinlaw, wearing the great Victor Hobson, number 54. John Simpson will wear number 76. Tyron Smith wears number 77. Between Zach Wilson going to Tyrod Taylor and Becton 77 going to Tyron Smith, it might be the greatest 2 numerical upgrades in the history of the Jets. Morgan Moses going with 78 and Fatu going with number 92, Sean Ellis's former number. So those are the new numbers for the veterans. The rookies have not been released yet. Have not. Oh, thank you, VR. I didn't know what you were telling me. I thought you were just saying that randomly. Okay, now your comment makes more sense, VR. I'm like, what did I do to get you excited? Are you going phase 2 on me? You know what? We're going to play that right now. Let me find... Can I do that on here? All right, hold on. Old Man production crew coming in hot. We're going to play, for those of you that missed it last night, we are going to play going to have a little fun. He was there for it. He loved it. We're going to share the screen. And we're going to give you a little Bobby fun. This was Bobby. That's Bobby. And then here is the clip. Awesome. Fun time last night. Didn't expect that. Did not expect that at all last night. But sometimes some of the greatest moments are unexpected. Somebody else comment. Let me get that comment up there. All right. Expect transportation delays, everything. 1,700 alerts. Can't you put all of these alerts into one fucking alert, Oldbridge? We're going to pin the message. Let's do some call-ins. Anyone's welcome to call in. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Lee Van, my man, what's up? Looking like you're going to steal the moon. Looking like Gru with the mask to go steal the moon in Minions. I'm a Minion fan. Banana! Oh my God. It's crazy. Oldbridge does an email, a text, and a phone call for everything. Hey, Jerome, what's going on? Coach should wear 0. I think he's 81, right? I think Allen's getting 0. Didn't he wear that in college? I think he might be 0. I'm curious to see. This is a message from Oldbridge Township Schools. Please expect... you just fuck... No, don't block. Just deny. Deny. That would be great. That would be great. Oh, I know who she is. I remember her work from back in the day. Yeah, I think Allen's taking it. Yeah, I think he is. But you never know. I think they show up for rookie camp. Rookie camp numbers are temporary until training camp, I believe. So I wouldn't go and order any rookie numbers yet because they could change if veterans don't make the team and their number preference opens up. I don't buy jerseys, but I will give out advice why not to, because nothing's locked in yet. Why you hate on the Knicks, Nick? I grew up I was born in 78. So when I was in high school, late elementary school, I had a group of kids in the neighborhood who were Knicks fans, and I just did not get along with them on anything. They were Giants fans, so they were arrogant there. They were Knicks fans. I did root for the Bulls dynasty. I was a huge Scottie Pippen fan, more than Jordan, believe it or not. And just the rivalry and the shit that they said made me bitter and angry like I am today. They helped mold this rage that I hold inside for opposing fans. And I don't know. That's just always stuck with me. The same reason you don't like Cowboys fans, right? It's just the Knicks fans were the ones that like I grew up with. And it was a friendly rivalry because they never won anything. But I'm sure they don't want to see any of my teams ever succeed. So I do not want to see their team ever succeed. It's a fair give and trade. But I do love trolling the Knicks fans. And if you guys are my friends and you watch it, it's nothing to do with you guys. Nothing to do with you guys. This has been embedded since the Patrick Ewing, Charles Smith, Anthony Mason, Charles Oakley, Charlie Ward, Ratface Harper, Starks days. So, but it's nothing against the people that I know now. This has just been for a lot of years. It does look like Aniston. Who knows? Maybe she double dips. That's what she said. Bonesy tomorrow. We have a programming update. The debut of the Boners with Bobby will appear tomorrow in the Thursday Night Throwdown during halftime. Or actually, we could do it after. Tomorrow I start at 10 o'clock, Bonesy. So we could do it after the Knick game. If you're still up in that 11 o'clock hour, we could do it after the Knick game. I forgot. I got my times mixed up with what time that show is. So we could do it after the game, bro. If you're still up, I mean, you're going to be up till the end of the game. Hola, Johnny. I'm so excited to you. My man. Shut up, Alan. Shut up, man. That's how I'm reading that comment. That's how I hear it in my head. Oh, that's fine. It's nothing against you, Matt. It's just people I grew up with. I'm happy when the Giants beat the Patriots twice in the Super Bowl. I was happy about that. So I'm not a Net fan anymore. I've sworn off all allegiances to every an NBA team. I do not support the NBA and its product anymore. I think the game is lazy. I think it's horrible. I think the skill sets are weak. It's either a three-pointer or a dunk. I'm a basketball purist. I've coached it. I played it. And as soon as I got out of high school, I was coaching. So I can't look at a game that has four people standing on a three-point line, one guy driving to the basket who gives up a layup to kick it out to a guy at the three-point line. I can't do it. I don't find that brand of basketball fun. And I think it's fitting that people from Europe who are taught better skill sets and they work on their game and their overall game come here and dominate. Something to be said about how the game's being taught and played on the younger levels too. Speaking of O faces. Oh, look at that. You wore it today? You're like me the day after a Jet loss. I wear the hat just to show I'm still committed.
Yeah, you know it, man. Hey, bro, this is awesome, dude. I'm about to get ready to go on my little break real quick. See you popped on. Man, I'm liking these shows, Nick. Doing your thing, bro.
I'm trying, man. It helps me, bro. Like I love it interacting and engaging with you guys. Even people like Scott, I could still find a way to stomach his comments and come on here.
I hear you, man. Dude, but I'm on the same boat.
you, Scott.
I'm on the same boat though with the whole jersey stuff, man. I can't. Every time I bought a jersey, right, something catastrophic occurs, and I was like, I'm never gonna do it again. So I'd rather buy the hats. But I feel like anything that I do when I wear the Jets, something bad happens. So maybe I'm the mush. I don't know.
Jalen coming in. Shout out to Jalen with the Denmark Andy YouTube photo still. I love it. The last I just had a thing pop up on my Facebook memory yesterday, and it said from the Knicks Heat game last year, they had 57 three-pointers attempted between both teams midway through the third quarter. They ended up with 91 total between the two of them. And the final score was like 101-99. It was a game that the Knicks lost, I believe, at the Garden to the Heat last year. 91 three-pointer shot. You should be scoring 150 points in the game, each team. It was horrendous. If you remember the game I'm talking about, 91 threes. That was the last game I watched. My son had it on here. I was doing other shit. I was playing my golf game on my phone. I can't watch the NBA. It's the product as a whole. I feel that college is starting to get there too, where it's just too much threes. That was what was so refreshing about the big man from North Carolina State, is that there was a post game still like present. Like I fell in love with that play. I'm a North Carolina Tar Heel fan.
Yeah.
Everyone knows I hate Duke, but I don't hate NC State. Yes, they're a closer rival, but nothing compares to the Duke hatred. But I loved watching that guy play in the post, back people down. You double them, I kick it out. I like that game. That was a game that I played. I posted up.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole Stephen Curry thing, right? I mean, he came in, and that's what really brought it in.
Two worst things. I was coaching youth sports in 2016. Nick started playing, and in that time, I said the worst two things to ever happen to youth sports in America was Odell Beckham's one-handed catch and Steph Curry shooting these far threes. Kids can't make a layup, and they're trying to launch it from half court, and kids' hands are this big, and they're trying to catch it with one hand and pin it on their body to say Beckham. It was just, I don't know. I just feel that that's the beginning of the decline.
I mean, as a guy that's only 5'11", right? I have no post game, so me it was either a fade or a three, and I mean, hey, take that all day. So I like it.
Well, we know your post game is here's a towel, clean yourself up.
You know it. Hey, so what you think about the jerseys, man? I know you were kind of going into it with the numbers and all that. I mean, I know it's super early, but what's really more to, it's the first thing that came out.
Next to going from Elijah Moore to Aaron Rodgers at number 8, going from Becton to Tyron Smith at 77 is the second greatest numerical upgrade in Jets history.
I mean, from going from Zach Wilson to Tyrod Taylor.
I mean, that'll be the biggest fan favorite, right? Like he might even catch shit for having that number. Like, no, don't take that number. Like that number's never been good for us.
I mean, low key, I think that might be one of the jerseys that I want, just because Tyrod is a Tidewater legend out here in Virginia, right? He went to Hampton out here, went to Tech, the whole nine. So that dude could probably murder anybody in the 757 area and get away with it, type of thing. That's how much he's liked out here and whatnot, so.
I hope he waits till after his Jet career to put your theory to the test. We don't need any of that.
Hey, but let me ask you this. I meant to ask you last night, Nick, but I was actually really tired yesterday.
You were sad. You were in your feelings. You can admit it. I know how you are. Knicks lost a heartbreaker. It was almost like a Reggie Miller 2.0, right?
Dude, it went into OT. I was like, we're losing. As soon as he made that three right from the middle of the damn logo itself, I was like, it's done. Now that they just literally sucked all the life out of all the Knicks, right? And then they're gonna win it. And said and done, it fucking happened, man. And yeah, I was pissed. I was through the damn TV. I was like, this is the reason why I don't want to watch this shit. Getting up, walking down the stairs. My wife is like, what is wrong with you? I was like, don't talk to me right now. Those stupid Knicks. They're like, man, you're as bad as this one of them Jets play. I'm like, I know, because they both suck. Just, typical.
You see the smile of joy that I have on my face for that entire story that you just told? I was so happy hearing your pain from that game last night. I'm sorry.
So mad, bro. I was talking so much shit, too.
Of course.
Fans and...
Dude, I got a buddy who knows I hate the Knicks, and I used to coach with him, and he texted me. He's like, are you watching? And I'm like, no, I'm not. And he's like, oh, you hate it. I put it on. There's 26 seconds left. And I was like, oh, screw this. I shut it off. The second I shut it off, Maxie went nuts, right?
Yep.
And then he texted me, like, I'm cleaning up. We had our house meeting last night. I'm cleaning up and putting my coffee cup. I'm washing it. I get another text and goes, Maxie went nuts, hit a 40-footer going to overtime. So me and another guy, we sit back down. I'm like, I want to see this. Knicks go on a 5-0 run to start overtime. I go, fuck this. He goes, what are you doing? I go, I can't watch this shit. I don't want to see these people happy. Sixers go. By the time I come downstairs, I use the bathroom. I check it. Sixers went on a 9-0 run the second I shut off. You could not pay me to watch another second of this game. My presence alone made the Sixers rise.
Fucking Sixers, dude. I was pissed as shit, man. I was like, can somebody poke Embiid in the other eye? Dude, I was just saying some reckless stuff that, I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. We're going to still win it. We'll take it in 6.
Nice.
But
right,
now I was going to ask you about the
about
the whole stuff with the Kuntz situation, man. Like JD was on another presser. He brought up Kuntz. Sal on his presser brings up Kuntz, and then Aaron Rodgers makes sure to bring up Kuntz, right? I mean, what do you think? What do you think that these comments are leading to?
I mentioned this when me and my son went to the Christmas Eve game. He was with Rodgers in the end zone the entire time before the game. He was right next to Rodgers talking to him, which adds up with what they were doing on the practice field, working together. I think it could be intriguing, right? Like, if Rodgers enjoys throwing to you, guess what? Rodgers makes the decisions where the ball goes. Rodgers will have personnel decisions for certain packages. And if it's goal line and you got a 6'7" athletic freak, you're gonna find a package for him to get in to do what he does. And he might have 7 catches on the year, 4 of them for touchdowns, but he might have a little role. So,
I mean, I think big, man. Like,
yeah, I mean, you can't teach size, right? And if you can do a package with 3 tight end sets, do a play action to Brees, everyone bites, and you can lob one out to the corner for him to go up and get it. We've loved seeing Brandon Marshall at 6'4" go up and get it. You know, we loved seeing Lavernius Coles at 5'11" go up and highball one, right? Like, with this guy, it would be one of the biggest targets we've ever had.
he was doing that over here in ODU. Like, literally, when they got down in the 20, right? They threw him to the end. He would run straight, bro, and just post up, and then they would just lob it over to him, and it would go back-to-back plays with it. Maybe the first one was a crappy throw. They redid it again, and he just grabs it, bro. It looked like a basketball player out there, which was nuts.
Dom coming in and saying, "What's up, buddy?" Kuntz made more drops than catches. You dropping Aaron Rodgers passes, you're going to be very limited. But Johnny, let me run. I got someone else waiting to come in.
All right,
if you want, you're more than welcome to hop back in later on.
Well, you know I'm always going to hop on you.
Yes, that's what she said. Thank you, sir. We'll talk. What's up, sir? How you feeling today?
When you talk about hatred towards the Knicks, I just perked up. Oh, that was that was fucking beautiful last night. I grew up in New York as a Hawk fan. That's terrible as it is.
Really, Dominique Wilkins? Are you? How old are you?
I'll be 50 next month.
Oh, so Dominique Wilkins, Tree Rollins, Doc Rivers, Spud Webb.
You haven't mentioned my 2 favorite players, Kevin Willis.
Okay.
And I don't know why, and he ended up being a head coach. I loved Randy Whitman. I don't know why.
Okay.
He was a jump shooter.
Was Mookie on that team too?
No,
Mookie Blaylock for a bit.
That's No, he was 90s. That was not the 80s. That was right. Doc was the point guard, and John Battle was the backup. And
yep. I had in 7th or 8th grade. I had one of those like styrofoam posters that they made back then. I had one with Jordan jumping from the free throw line for the dunk contest. And I had one with Dominique Wilkins standing in an alley with a car behind him with the ball on his hip. Like, it was a dark alley called 21 Dunk Street. And he was on it.
It was so horrible knowing that we could never beat the Celtics in a big spot. It was always Hawks Celtics in the Eastern Conference, whether it was the semis or the finals. And Bird always beat us. I mean, that front line is the best front line I've ever seen.
Oh, absolutely.
But watching last night and those stuck-up, snobby Hollywood elites up front and those little princesses in the back, watching that team choke last night was bliss. Again, I remember a couple of years ago with the Trae Young bow at center court. That was even better. But last night, Tyrese Maxey was beautiful. Oh, it made my night. I can't you see, I hate the Rangers, but I'm starting to really hate Knicks fans. Oh my God, little princesses. I hope this. I don't even like the Sixers. Okay, all my in-laws are Eagles and Sixers fans. I hope the Sixers win in 7. Oh my God, would shut all these motherfuckers up. Oh my.
Fans are going to be fans. Just imagine how annoying we're going to be as Jets fans when we go on a run.
I just want to win. I mean, I just want to make the playoff. I mean, people are talking super. Just get me in the playoffs, please. I mean,
I want a tailgate for a home playoff game. Like, I just want to have like a premium cigar. I buy the ones from ShopRite. Like, I'll go spend $40 on a nice playoff cigar. You know what I mean? Like, that's a special occasion, a home playoff game.
I mean, they have the best roster in the division. Two things just worry me: the health, and the coach. See, I'm not a fan of the coach. I never have been. I don't know if you watched One Jets Drive last night. You could tell he was very reserved. He was not the same. There was not the same bravado with him, especially with the recent articles, the Athletic article, and all that. My advice for Saleh is to lay low a little bit. Don't be all braggart, okay? Don't say so much. Win a couple of games and let it come to you. When you're 4-3, or when you're 4-1 next year, just be humble, please. When you're 4-1, just don't open your mouth. That's the problem.
You think we're losing one?
I think they're an 11-6.
Enough of your negativity.
I know. They're an 11-6 team next year, I think.
All right.
All I hope is, you see, I worry about Saleh in a big spot. I do. I worry about him against the Reeds and the John Harbaughs, and it's just in a big spot. You need a coach to go in there confident, and there are times where I watch him on the sidelines. Perfect example: the Cleveland game last year on Thursday night. He looked like he had no idea what he was doing. It was one of the worst coaching performances I've ever seen. From having to take a timeout because they needed to snap the ball for the extra point. Just the idea that he just seemed like lost. And what I think might happen is, hope it doesn't happen, but if they go on like a 2-3 game losing streak next year, I could see Douglas pulling the plug. I really could. You see, there's a point next year. If this team starts, let's say 2-4, I think they go and they pull the plug. I really do.
I hope we don't find out.
Yeah, this is an 11-win team. It is. But I appreciate this. I just wanted to talk because as soon as you say Nick bashing, I just couldn't help it happen. Last night was beautiful. It was great to watch. It was. All my friends are Nick fans, and they cried, and I just started laughing. It was beautiful. So I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate the hate. I like that.
No problem, man.
Not the Saleh hate, the Nick hate. Now, entering the forum is Sunday night's new co-host. We have Tio, Uncle VR. What's up, brother?
You know, I heard all this Nick hate, and I was just saying, you know, I got to jump in here and say, like, what the hell, man? Come on.
Nope, we're going to change the subject, and we're going to talk about that awesome fucking shirt you got on. That is fire. I like that.
Wednesdays at my job is, you know, like you can wear whatever the work day, you know, dress down or whatever. And
that's a great shirt.
I had to pull out the fire.
That's a great shirt.
Do you remember that WrestleMania?
Is that the one where Hogan wrestled Sid?
Ultimate Warrior.
Okay, it was Hogan Warrior?
Yeah, Hogan
that was in
Warrior.
Toronto then, right?
Toronto, yep.
Okay.
I was there. Yep, I was there at that WrestleMania.
The following year, Ric Flair wrestled. It was a double main event. Flair against Savage, I think, for the title, and it was Hogan versus Sid in the non-title.
Yes, since Savage lost that, he lost that one. But he's one of my favorites, so I remember that. I took that one pretty hard. They didn't write it in the
That's
story
what she said.
correctly.
That's what she said. But that's a dope shirt, man. That totally got me off of the Nick hate when I saw that shirt. I was like, oh, and he's a wrestling fan? Good shit. Good stuff.
You know, Alan, you know, I love Alan. Alan is one of the most intelligent sports take fans. He breaks things down like nobody else, nobody's business.
Mm-hmm.
But man, his affiliations are all over the place. I mean, he's a Jets fan,
And a Hawks fan.
But he's also a Hawks fan. And then in college, he's like an Iowa State fan.
Oh wow.
It's like,
you know, that's when you do like throw darts up. Oh, I gotta take that team. All right. Oh, Iowa, okay. Oh, that one dropped. Oh, I gotta take Atlanta. You just throw darts at a map and pick your teams.
My understanding
that's a very, very strange combination.
My understanding is that he loves Joe Alt so much that he's actually going to buy a Joe Alt jersey and become a fan of the Chargers.
Oh,
for that reason alone. Yes,
that comment makes sense now.
Yes. So, but his takes are normally spot on except for the Knicks. I can't take the Knicks hate and calling us pretty princesses and all that kind of stuff. Like, we're the best fans. We're the football equivalent of Steelers fans. We travel well. There's Knicks fans all over the country. I mean, you can't hate us. Or if you hate us because you ain't us. That's what it's all about. Knicks all the way, baby.
Man. I'll tell you this. Here's what I dislike. I dislike the immediate. I feel that they don't enjoy the journey. Game 1, they're celebrating and shutting down 8th Ave like they won a series. End up losing that series. Let shit happen. Stop trying to put yourselves as NBA champions. Enjoy the journey, because the journey's not going to last very long. Enjoy it.
You're a Jets fan just like I am. We haven't won a Super Bowl. We weren't alive when the Jets won a Super Bowl.
Agreed.
We've been fans, and this is. I mean, I don't know if there's something in the DSM-5 or like that specifically for Jets fans, like, but there is a particular what do you want to call it, PTSD that's involved with being a Jets fan.
Oh, I call it PTJD. It's post-traumatic Jets disorder.
There we go.
PTJD is us.
Well, they should put that in the psychology books. And have our pictures on there because we haven't won so long. Mm-hmm. The Knicks are not far from that, because the last time the Knicks won a championship, I believe it was 1973. And
51 years.
Yeah. So again, many people weren't born at that time, and we're desperate, man. We're desperate fans. We're out there bing bonging and going crazy. And I mean, winning one game, it means a lifetime to us in the playoffs. I mean, all this is true, and we can still be the best fans in the world. So
I can't say that they're spoiled. Bonesy brings up a point. They're not spoiled. They are blindly arrogant. They're arrogant as if they're the Lakers or the Celtics and have ring after ring after ring. This whole generation act like you've done it before, can't, because they've never done it before, right? And there's a passion for basketball in New York. I think it's an atrocity that there's not a big time college like basketball team. Rutgers is the biggest one in the market, and that's not even a city team, right?
St. John's, come on, man.
But when was the last time they were good? Like Chris Mullin in the 80s, like, was the last time that they were good.
I mean, we got Patino, we got some potential there,
Yeah, but you're not even making the tournament. So you can enjoy the quality of ball, but know that you're not a powerhouse, right? Like, I think it's an atrocity that New York City basketball doesn't have Iona is like the team that makes the tournament more, or Manhattan College has made it more than St. John's has the last like 20 years.
Yeah, we have more national high school teams out of New York than we do in college.
Christ the King, you get all those. But I think how do I word it? The thirst to be elite outweighs what the team actually is, and I think there's no proper balance there, and it makes other fans look at them like, what the fuck is wrong with them? Like, win the series. That's when you celebrate and you go outside the state. You win in game 1 of a series, and they're going ballistic. I just think it's too much, man. You don't see other fan bases doing that, right?
I mean, I think Millionaires Row makes us look bad. The court seats and all
Fuck
that.
you, Bonesy. Fuck you, Bonesy. Stay focused. We're talking about the Knicks right now. We'll discuss the Jets momentarily. Stay on task here.
The court seat fans and stuff like that, they're flashy. They do the whole, I mean, like, it's the place to be. I mean, like, MSG is the Mecca,
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's the place to be. I mean, ain't shit else to do. So go to a game, right? The Knicks don't win this often. They don't make the playoffs this often. It's the ones in the stands, in the blue seats, all the way in the back. You know what I mean?
Oh, of course.
Those are the real fans. Those are the ones that are outside, drinking Jack Daniels and screaming, we want the Celtics. You know what I mean? Like, that's
No, you don't.
That's the true.
No, you don't.
That's the true fan.
And those fans, I've had too much Jack, because no, you don't.
And yeah, a little delusional. We can be a
You
little.
don't even want a
delusional,
healthy Sixers team. You don't want an in-shape Embiid.
But the bottom line is that we're out there. We're not going anywhere. And bing bong, let's do this. We got to finish them.
Good luck.
Embiid in his one leg, and
I am very happy, win or lose, that I will be on air tomorrow night during the finality of that game. Will it be the finality of the series, or will there be absolute panic about being up 3-1 and having to now do a game 7? So either
I'm not gonna lie,
my chat will be bombarded tomorrow night with Knicks fans celebrating to the point I'll probably end the show early just to avoid them, or it's going to be, holy shit, we were up 3-1. Now we got to go game 7. They got the momentum. They figured us out. It's going to be fun tomorrow night to see what happens. And I await the updates in the chat tomorrow.
I am not going to lie to you, Nick. If the Knicks lose game 6, I will be shitting my pants.
Oh, yeah. The panic level is going to be
I would. They would have the momentum at that. I'll be realistic. They would have the momentum at that point. Coming back to the Garden, they have already shown that they could beat us there. So, yeah,
they want that game nationally. When you get later in the series,
too late, man.
It is, but you got to remember, Nuggets Lakers are over, so now they want to put these games that could be series clinchers on in prime time. 6:00 on the West Coast. They want these games national, and when you got a chance to clinch a series, you want to put that in a bigger spot, especially when you have a big market like New York.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It just doesn't make sense to my bedtime.
I got it. I understand. Well, let's hope the Sixers are up big and you can go to bed at half. Nice and early.
I have to watch to the end.
Somebody said something. I don't want to turn this whole thing. We're still missing Randall. I think you're better off with Randall because now you have another guy who hustles on the court. You don't have a guy who pounds the ball into the ground. You don't have a guy who chokes in the playoffs, making turnover after turnover. You don't have a guy who takes the ball out of Brunson's hands. You're a better team with Brunson being your facilitator than you are with Randall being ball dominant. I
would absolutely agree with that. I think that what has happened here is that the Knicks have evolved into Brunson's team, and because of that, we're a better team. Because, as you mentioned, Brunson is the point guard, the facilitator, and he is option number 1.
Yep.
And he was deferring too much to Julius Randle during the time they were on the floor together, and it wasn't working to the extent that we were beating the better teams in that scenario. So
one of these games, one of the other guys on the Knicks are going to step up. Just like one of these games, one of the other guys on the Sixers is going to step up. It's basically Embiid and Maxey, and I'm box score watching. The one game that the Sixers scored 91 or 96, I think it was game 2. Embiid and Maxey had a total of 71. They had 36 and 35 between them, and the rest of the team only scored 25 points. You can't win like that. So somebody's bench is going to decide it. Do DiVincenzo or McBride, someone said, does somebody else step up and get 15 or more and hit big shots? Or is it Harris or somebody else from the Sixers who decided? Because at this point, they're going through Brunson. They're going through Embiid and Maxey. It's the other guys who will decide the series, and it's just a matter of who does.
Yeah, I was curious late in that game why DiVincenzo was like not on the floor, towards the end. And so that is something that I think they have to fix, and they have to see, they have to do the matchups. Maybe the matchups weren't right, but they have to see the utility that DiVincenzo gives late in the game, to at least to space out the floor, with his 3-point prowess. So him not being on the floor late in the game, I know Tibbs' defense and he's trying to match up there, but I think the utility of having more offensive threats and spacing out the floor with 3-point shooters at that particular period of time, especially when we're down, is better than the defensive side. It outweighs that scenario. You play basketball, you coach basketball. So what do you watch now? I mean, like I joke
watch
around.
College. I'll watch Eastern Tennessee against Southwestern New Mexico State at 1:00 in the morning before I put on an NBA game. I love college ball.
Are you a WNBA fan? People say that the purists watch WNBA because it's the purest form of basketball out there right now.
I watched. My daughter wanted to watch. I was with them that weekend of the women's Final Four, and we watched the Caitlin Clark semifinal and final game. I will say this about the women's game. What I got out of watching those two games, you see that they're more technically sound.
Yes.
They don't have the athleticism to create off the dribble and get that separation and elevate and get their shots off. So I think you see a more pure form of basketball. You got to see better screens. You got to see better cuts. You got to be more precise with your passing because the separation between the players isn't as athleticism dominated. I'm trying to find a nice way to word this. I am, and it's very rare for me. But the lack of athleticism has to mean you're more on point with every aspect of what you do. Every movement you make has to have more meaning. And I think that they have to be more like buttoned up and tight with their game and their cuts and their passes and all of that. Because you're not just going and dunking over somebody, right? Like you just not, I can jump 42 inches and I'm going to jam it on you, So there is that aspect of it. I did watch with my daughter because she wanted to watch, but I would never put it on voluntarily and watch it. That's just me.
Are you a Caitlin Clark fan?
I think it's great what she's doing for being a girl dad. I think it's great what she's doing for the young girls and then giving them a role model. And as somebody who watches sports and watches the business, losing $72 million to keep this sport running has been unbelievably stupid by the NBA for all these years, that they operate at such a massive loss, but they don't want the minimal lashback for bailing on it. I think that this is the WNBA's Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan moment. When those guys entered the league, that was when the game got marketed. That was when the game got bigger. That's when advertisers started giving big money, that early 80s. And it went worldwide. And if the WNBA is ever going to have a moment where they need to capitalize to become a profitable league, this is the beginning. This will be stone number one that falls, right? Domino number one. Caitlin Clark, people who beat her, it'll put a spotlight on them. The rivalries that she creates, it'll help. So,
what is her name? Angel Reese. maybe like doing that kind of thing. They both came out in the draft at the same time, so that might
Angel
be
went like
something.
7th or 8th, right? There's
Yeah,
other there's better
yeah.
players, but
A
I
little
mean,
later,
on the
yeah.
court, she likes to play that role, right? Like she'll put the attention on her. So you always need somebody like that in a league, right? Whether it's a Draymond Green role that Reese plays, she's obviously more skilled offensively than he. I'm more skilled offensively than he is, but you need those people that the yin and the yang, the magic and the bird. You need somebody that say, okay, I'm taking this side, and other people say, all right, I'm taking that side of it. So it'll be good, And like I said, as a girl dad, if it gets my daughter excited to watch and her and her friends talk about it, that's good, because the only way a league will thrive is if the next generation coming up decides, I'm going to go spend my money on this. And old bitter women in their 50s who's never attended a game talking about there's no equality and people don't watch it, you're not watching a game. So you need a generation to come up and be enthused and want to spend their money when they start making it, or having their parents take them to a game. So I can't say never, big fella, because what they're going to make with advertising now, and they're going to get games on ESPN, and they're going to get decent ratings. So I'm curious when the next television deal for the WNBA comes up, or if it's just tied to the NBA because they don't have their own deal, and the NBA just operates it. But
yeah. Well, sir, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to get back to work myself. I'm going to let you get into some other calls. I look forward to be jumping on with you on Sunday and doing the thing. And it's Cinco de Mayo, so I expect you to wear a sombrero and a poncho.
I might have some shredded cheese from my omelet stuck in my beard that I could say was like a taco or something, but I will not do any cultural appropriation here, sir. We are a legitimate show with no silly antics and no barbershop imagination going on.
All right, sir. You have a good
one.
one.
And just so everyone else knows, the two of us are working hard to come up with ideas to give you guys some really good content on Sunday nights, and we think you're going to enjoy it. We got some good ideas. So Sunday night, 9:00 right here, Proud NYJ Fan Channel. We will have the new show, new name, a whole bunch of new stuff coming.
Let's go.
No. Wait. This is your imagination, Gunny. You are dreaming about Nick Shine midday at work. Ooh, woolly. All right, brother. Be good. We'll talk.
All right. Take care.
I'm looking forward to a new subscriber to my channel. You know who I'm talking about. Big fella. No, the rookies report to rookie camp. Are they there now with the veterans? Rookies don't usually announce until they get to rookie camp, and those numbers are temporary because they're not finalized yet until training camp, because guys might get cut, guys might get traded, and then the rookies won't finalize their numbers till late into the process. So I would always be skeptical about getting a rookie number right away. Unless it's like the number the guy had in college, then you know he's going to stick with it. Sometimes they wait to see. Yeah, Gunny, I've been trying to pop on more during the day. Just helps me. This way I'm not being a lazy shit, just laying around all day waiting to go to the youth games at night. So just hopping on, man, hanging out with these guys. For those of you who missed it and weren't here earlier, last night we had a blast. We had an absolute blast last night. It was a good show. It was an unexpected show. Thank you, big fella. We had a lot of fun first hour. Bobby Hollywood was on with me for almost a half an hour. If you watch that, you're going to laugh your ass off. And then the second hour, we got real serious. We talked about sobriety. We talked about life. A lot of people in the chat bringing up, issues and either mental health or issues with alcohol. And it was one of the that second hour I was very proud of. I was there's a lot of times where I'm a fucking idiot. I'll make stupid jokes and we'll laugh. And I think last night was complete opposite. I think it showed another side of this channel, and I'm very proud of that hour. The inspiring messages that I received, gave you guys who were opening up in the chat, guys who were there, not used to seeing that or have never seen that side of me, or the others in the chat who were giving their stories. That was cool to be a part of last night. That was big boy talk last night, and that was awesome. It helped me. I actually was like really fucking I had a smile, genuine smile on my face, knowing that I was helped and maybe I helped somebody else. So that was cool. Captain Techno, 9:00 Eastern, America, United States, Southern Canada time on Sunday night. Tomorrow night I'm on at 10 p.m. after Green Bean. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, Gunny, I've been doing it. I've been trying to pop on. I know Jake goes on twice during the day, so I've been trying to fill that lull in between. He was off real early this morning. He was off by like 10:15 this morning. And then yesterday he was off by like 12:30. So I'm trying to find that little lull in the afternoon and pop on. Number one, you're not in the office. You're home, dumbass. But thank you for calling in, Johnny. Thank you for participating in the chat and on the show. They had to Gunny accepting that you're not okay. Yep. We're Jets fans. None of us are okay. There's not a single one of us that's okay. And that's okay. We're all demented. We all have our issues. We all have life beating us down in all different shapes, forms, and fashions. So that's what I love about this community. We will all build each other up. We will all help one another. Which reminds me, right now, let me pull that up. But yeah, last night was really, really awesome. At least I think so, and the guys who were there for it were. Let's get this. Your fundraiser. Copy. So, speaking of helping one another, I'm going to drop this chat in the link in the chat right now. Forgive me, I forgot how to speak. Where are we? Why can't I find you? There we are. 2 years ago, there was a Wayward Jets fan fund. Money was raised to get the Iowa Jet fan out here to his first home game. Last year, Gunny, Green Bean, Jeremy put together and helped get donations for me. I was homeless. I didn't know what to do with life, and that funding helped keep me in a hotel and keep food in my mouth for a couple weeks before I finally made the decision to go and get help and then get life corrected and fix my fucked up brain. I'm still fucked up, but at least I don't turn to other shit now. I talk it out. But this year, good friend of the show, Dane O, Late Night with Dane O. It's a channel. Check him out. We're going to get him to his first home game. He lives out in Hickville, Western Pennsylvania. So all money coming in will go to him. We'll get him a ticket out here, either plane, bus, whatever. We'll get him a place to stay. We'll get him a ticket to the game, and then we'll get him some funds to use that day. If the fund gets big enough, we'll then find somebody else I'll have the option to cut off the funding after that, or if we find someone else who says, hey, or if the funding just takes off, we'll find somebody else and say, hey, we'll get you out here for a game. So I want to give back. I want to help. I want to facilitate that. So if you guys can, consider making a small donation, $5-10, just like a super chat. Throw $5 or $10 in, and 20 people do that a month. Come July, we got enough money to get them everything that we need. So I'll be posting that. I will start putting that in I got to remember to do that. I'll put that in the descriptions of the shows. But tonight with Jeremy, we'll plug it there again, and I'll be plugging it every show. I want to give back. I want to help out, and I want to see other Jets fans be as happy as Iowan was, because he came out here, and I was with him on Saturday. Sunday, we went to the game together. He was at my place Saturday watching football after we got back from Coney Island with Green Bean, and I know how much fun he had. So I want to make sure that even a jerk off like Dane can be happy for a weekend. Nice. I'm glad you have 3 screens and you can squeeze me in. They were offering to fly me over to Dublin 2 years ago. Wow. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. There you go, Boomtown. Crush away, my friend. Yeah, Dane's got his own show. It's the late night show with Dano. I'll find that, and I'll put that in there too. He clips shows for me, and he helps me out behind the scenes, so I guess I'll fucking help him. What did I say? View channel. Copy. Link. Sorry, old man navigating the internet. I speak shit out loud. So there's Dane's link. Just posted. Good afternoon, Hawk. Good afternoon, sir. Oh, there you are, VR. VR got it too. All right, for those of you unfamiliar with it, and you should be, Jets Chaos tonight, 9 p.m. I might be a couple minutes late. We got to take care of something at the house. We got an interview for somebody else on the phone at 9 o'clock. So I'm going to try to bounce out of that as quick as I can. And I'll be joined on Jeremy's channel. Join Jeremy on his channel, Jets Chaos. So check that out. And then tomorrow night after Green Bean, we'll be here as soon as the Knicks game is over tomorrow night. We will have the debut on this channel of Boners with Bobby. We'll have Bonesy and we'll have Bobby. I will not be in. I will remove myself. It will just be the two of them. I'm going to give them 5 minutes to see what type of product they're putting out there, see how you guys like it. I know Bonesy's working on the bone and Bobby's working on the O-face. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope you guys can all make it. I appreciate you guys hanging out today. And all right, we're going to end on a positive note. Sixers and 7. Let's go. I mean, I'm going to use my jinx for good. There's no way the Knicks blow this series. They're too good. There's no way the Knicks blow this series. They're too talented. Sky's the limit for this team. They're an amazing group of guys. The fans are so quiet and calm. They deserve this. But, all right, I got to run. I got some things I got to take care of before I got to head over to the youth 7 and 8 year old baseball game tonight. Should be a blast. Should be a fun time. At least there's a refreshment stand there. I can get a coffee or something. But All right, ladies, gentlemen. I'm upset Bobby's not here today. I would have loved to talk to Bobby. We're working on something for Bobby we think you guys will really enjoy. So tomorrow night, make sure you are in the chat. Do not miss tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's chat is going to be on fire. We're working on something really, really cool. And that's a tease in the business. We'll talk to you guys soon. I'll see you later on Jets Chaos. As always, be loud, be proud, New York Jets fans. And remember,